What's good, Jolani Appleton here, and this is video 2 in a series of analyzing how a young man and then a young lady reacted to their Christmas gifts, or in this case, not receiving the Christmas gift that they wanted. If you're not familiar with me, I am the author of the book series When the Scales Fail, which is documenting my deconstruction and reconstruction process. When I first started this process, I didn't know Christ, and so I was cussing and, dibbling and dabbling and splitting and splicing and trying to find my way. I had, the framework of God. And something I recently heard someone say, which is very profound, Satan never said you can't worship God while you worship him. You could do both. That's what a lot of people who find themselves in New Age, who find themselves in spirituality literally is you just making up your own religion. New Age is a set of principles that are self-centered. It's taking the concepts of the Bible and the discipline of having a relationship with Christ and just taking those principles and allowing you to create like a pss, pss. It's kind of like your light that kind of works, a flickering light bulb. You're not getting full power, what you would if you were actually tapped into the power source. But it's getting just enough power for you to realize this is a bit more than just being a regular human. So when you're tapping into these little power sources that are not the power source, but they're little power sources within New Age, you're like, well, I am experiencing power, but you're not experiencing the power. And the unfortunate thing, when you were, out here with God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, you weren't doing it in a way that you actually tapped into the power of the Trinity. You don't tap into the power of the Trinity until you come up out of the curses in Deuteronomy 28. Study the curses in Deuteronomy 28 and then look at your life and realize it's not God, it's you. It's your bloodline. And you got to clear all that up in the courts of heaven, but that's another video. But that is what my book series talks about. Me cleaning that up. Just make sure you pick up your copy of When the Scales Fail on Amazon today. In this video, you're going to see a young lady, again, not talking about her future. I know nothing about her future, but she represents an archetype of a female that, if gone unchecked, which she will go unchecked because she's in a big age. Like, her mom can't intervene if her mother has the tools within her tool belt to intervene, but for her daughter to have gotten to this point where she's at, her mom doesn't have the skill set to rectify what's going on. This is why it takes a village, because if she had a village of not like-minded thinkers, but people, wise counsel, they could help her with this. Let's watch this video.
Y'all, tell me the fuck why my daughter sent me a motherfucking video today of my other daughter crashing the fuck out, all because she's fucking mad because she think ain't get her no motherfucking Apple Watch for fucking Christmas.
Watch for Christmas. She can't even give me that shit, but she buying all this extra shit. Like, I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Let's see who watch TV tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so fucking done with everybody in this fucking so done with her ass. She can't even give me a simple fucking Apple Watch, bro. An Apple Watch, bro. Like, I'm so tired of this shit, bro. Oh my God.
See, what this young lady represents is going to be a female who, the moment she doesn't get away, first of all, if you don't give her exactly what she wants, she's not going to be happy. And I get it if it's a foundational, fundamental piece that we need in order for us to stop having this conversation. I need you to accomplish a particular goal. If you're not accomplishing this goal, we're going to be here year after year after year until we get this groundwork laid. Now, that's a woman like myself who's like, I love that you brought me flowers. I asked you to clean up after yourself. I love that you tell me my cooking tastes good, but you also throw the fact that I cook in my face every time you want to try to throw something about me in my face. So those are going to be the women that men actually say they're never satisfied, when in reality, they're just trying to move the family forward. Yeah, struck dog yelps, and I'm yelping. But I'm talking about a woman who's just like very, very selfish. You can't get me a simple Apple Watch? Ma'am, can you get a job and get you a simple Apple Watch? My daughter has been making and selling candles since she was 12 years old. My daughter has been babysitting the neighbor's kids since she was 12 years old. My now 20-year-old used to sweep at the barber shop and had like up to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 saved at one point. So to say that these kids can't get money until they're 16 is not true. So for this young lady, like, you can't get me a simple Apple Watch? Can you get you a simple Apple Watch? But that's just a mom in me. Let me back up. This young lady didn't get her way, and she went and destroyed her mother's thing. She said, if I can't have what I want, you don't get what you want. I want you to see the spirit of selfishness. She went and destroyed her own livelihood. I tell my kids this all the time. I could either buy more syrup or you can practice portion control and I can ultimately get you some shoes. Everything you break, I have to replace, or I can use that money for the replacement to get you something that you want. Kids don't understand when they take from their household, they're taking from themselves. And that's the type of woman that this archetype is going to grow up to be. She's going to take from herself just so she could prove a point to hopefully herself, because ma'am, the last time I threw a fit and I tore a room up was the last time I threw a fit and tore a room up, because I was sitting there picking cigarette butts up out of the carpet like, you know what? I would not have this mess to clean up if I didn't make this mess. Yeah, there's not much analytical on the spiritual side to this. This is just more so a female like this is going to grow up and be a female like this. A female who's going to destroy her husband's car. So the money her husband has to spend to fix that car is money coming out of her pocket. This is going to be a woman who's going to destroy your life because she doesn't mind destroying her own. And this is why you do not have sex until married, because once a female opens herself to a man, well, first of all, spiritual aside, we're talking physical. Once a female opens her legs to a man, she's going to stick with that man regardless of what's going on, because she doesn't want to catch another body. In all the bodies I caught, every man that I did sleep with, I was just like, I don't want to start sleeping with another one, so I just slept too soon. Another reason why you don't sleep with the person is because once you catch feelings, there's just something about, and we know it's incubus, succubus, we know it's spirit spouses, we know it's all the spiritual things, and we're taking that off the table. There is just something about once you sleep with somebody, that becomes a thing you have in common. So you don't want to open that door. Plus, there's things that you want to experience for the first time. Your wife should experience you in ways that nobody else has experienced. Your husband should be able to experience you in ways that nobody else has experienced. We shouldn't be worried about what it's like, because if it's our first time, then it's what it's like. And then God's able to just build a deeper bond based off of friendship. And when you figure out this person is crazy, it's so much easier to walk away when you don't have a child in common. It's so much easier to walk away when you have not given your body to them. It's so much easier to walk away when you have nothing tying you to a person except for the fact that I was going to be your friend, but now I'm withdrawing that application.